She's on a stool.
Another essential oil distilled from the bitter orange tree is Petitgrain, and it's actually your favorite from last year's convention, which makes sense. It is such an amazing essential oil. Now, since it's from the bitter orange tree, you would think that it would have very similar molecules that like wild orange does, or citrus, or any citrus essential oil. It actually doesn't. It's distilled from the leaves and twigs of the bitter orange tree, changing the entire molecule system, making it more of a lavender, a calming, very relaxing essential oil. That's why we call it manly lavender.
Yeah, our new oil from the bitter orange tree is neroli.
Yeah.
Neroli comes from the flower of the bitter orange tree, whereas petitgrain comes from the leaves and the twigs of the tree. We source it from Paraguay, and this oil is part of our co-impact sourcing model, where we source the oil directly from the landowner and growers in Paraguay, and we put a lot of effort back into protecting and preserving the Atlantic rainforest, which is in Paraguay. So petitgrain, we call it manly lavender for a couple different reasons. Number one, it contains linalool acetate and also linalool, which both of those molecules are found in lavender. However, the aroma...
Not lavender.
The aroma of petitgrain, or you can call it petitgrain, is radically different. It's not a floral oil. It's more of a woodsy type herbaceous oil, and has that aroma. So the chemistry, and this is why I was so excited about petitgrain last year at convention, is because petitgrain has the same major molecules as lavender. However, lavender has over 200 molecules in the oil, whereas petitgrain has about 84 different molecules in the oil. What that means from a usage or an effectiveness standpoint is that petitgrain is going to be more effective and have a more focused effect on what you use it for. So for example, we'll use lavender for calming, we'll use lavender for skin irritations, we'll use lavender to help us go to sleep at night, we'll use lavender if we're stressed out. However, you can use petitgrain for all of those things, but it's going to be a stronger, more focused effect.
It really is. We use petitgrain for very similar reasons. Topically, internally, aromatically, the effect is extreme to anything you're treating, so to say.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why it's so effective is because of the high concentration of those two molecules, linalool acetate and linalool, and those two molecules have been studied to stimulate GABA receptors in our brain. And GABA receptors, when those are activated, is responsible for relaxing and calming your brain, your nervous system, and also relaxing tense muscles. So the same reason why lavender is calming, relaxing, is because it has those molecules, but since the chemistry is less of petitgrain, you get a greater effect. So if you're really stressed out, if you're very anxious about something, if you have a horrendous skin condition that is very difficult to get rid of, then versus using lavender for these things, you can use petitgrain, and most often you'll get a better result.
What about like any kind of muscle aches and soreness and overactive muscles and any kind of nerve issues?
Yeah, anything that any calming effect that you want in your life or your body, emotionally, physically with tense muscles. Megan has a couple disc herniations right now.
We've got a lot going on.
We've been going 2-a-days at the chiro, getting rehab and adjustments. But anything you would want to calm down in your life, whether it's a dog, whether it's a muscle, whether it's a nerve, whether it's your emotions, and you just need balance, calm, then petitgrain is going to be a wonderful, wonderful oil for you to choose. And the beauty of this oil is you can ingest it, you can use it topically, and you can also use it aromatically. So you can use it all the three ways that we use essential oils.
Yeah, our favorite way to use it topically, you guys, is a great massage. And the feet most generally is a great area for petitgrain for that massaging. Like I give Jeff foot massage like every day. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna start now because Petitgrain is actually amazing for your feet. It just goes all the way up and it just calms and relaxes any feelings you're having in your entire body. So a great way to share with your loved one is a foot massage with Petitgrain, Petitgrain, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, this is an oil that a lot of people don't know about, that a lot of people don't necessarily use, but it's one that we would highly recommend purchasing, start using, start experiencing, and you'll love the effects of Petitgrain as much as we do. So if you're using it, comment below on how you use it. If you haven't purchased it yet, make sure you get it.
It's
and
awesome.
let us know your experiences with Petitgrain.